Hey, this is Mrs. Mills, and I'm going to talk to you today about persuasion, argument, and fallacy. And as you can see, I've got some cold hard cash here. Not really. This is an example of persuasion, so we'll get to this in a second. I wanted to talk to you again that right now, remember, you are writing an argument, not a report. And this information is going to stay with you in this paper, paper number 1, and it's going to move with you to paper number 2, your problem solution paper. So this information that I'm going to give you is valuable for the rest of the course. So remember, you are arguing your side or one side of your topic. You're going to incorporate persuasion, and you're going to avoid common fallacies when writing. Now, really quickly with fallacy, the book really doesn't cover fallacy, so I need you to Google common fallacies when writing. It's cool to Google right now because you're not going to be citing this information. You're just going to be reading up on some different fallacies that you need to avoid. So an example of a fallacy would be the fallacy of fear. An example of this would be, you must believe in God or you're going to go to hell when you die. That is terrible. That is an extreme no-no when writing. That is offensive and inappropriate, and you never want to seem harsh when you write. You never want to seem manipulative, and you never want to really tell someone what to do. You don't want to, point your finger in their face and say, you better do this. And that's not really appropriate, and you're just going to turn the reader off to the rest of your paper. So you want to avoid, that's a common fallacy to avoid. Another fallacy is the fallacy of popularity, and you'll see this on some of the websites. The fallacy of popularity is pretty much the bandwagon fallacy. Hey, if everybody's doing it, I'll just go ahead and do it too. You want to avoid that. When you write an argument, you want to persuade your reader in a professional way to come over to your side. So for example, let me grab my board here. My topic is beauty pageants, and I am on the side of that I promote beauty pageants. Beauty pageants are ideal for women. I'm going to defend my argument by these main categories. They promote confidence and poise, scholarships for higher education, and real-world experience through charities. Now, not all of you agree with this, and that's perfectly fine. But I'm going to defend my argument and be professional by these main categories. And I'm going to try to convince you that beauty pageants are positive in today's society. Of course, there's going to be more to my paper, but these are just some brainstorming things, and these came off of my pros cons list, and obviously these are the pros. So I'm going to write an argument. I'm going to argue that beauty pageants are favorable, and I'm going to do it through these categories. I'm also going to support my categories and my main ideas with research from NC Live online databases. Okay, so when you persuade, and remember, you're writing an argument. You're not writing an informational report. You're not telling me all about beauty pageants. You're not running down the agenda of the Miss USA pageant. You're defending your topic. And that's a little bit more difficult in English 112 because arguments are a little more difficult to write. And that's why we put our outlines on the discussion board and write rough drafts and peer edit. Okay? Again, argument, not a report. I can read about beauty pageants all day long if I wanted to. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and your ideas supported with research. Now, again, one of the ways you can elaborate is through persuasion. If you go to page 471 in your book, it talks about persuasion. If you flip to page 472, they, or the textbook, the authors, give you some ideas on how to work in persuasion. In that middle paragraph on page 472, some persuasion could be attention, confidence, desire, urgency, and response, and you can read about that yourself. On the next page, and pretty much the 2 pages after that, the text gives you examples of persuasion. The first one is a persuasive ad promoting a cruise line. Now, you see the little boat in the corner. which is the main company, the cruise line, but the way they're tackling this advertisement, and I'll put this up here, and you can go in your book, is they're persuading you to join the cruise line or take a cruise for their location, their scenery, okay? You get to see bears up close as opposed to another cruise line. I don't know if I want to see a bear too close to me, but hey, you know, that might persuade somebody to go. On the next page, this kind of tugs at your heartstrings. You know, the middle of the page says, thousands of our beloved senior citizens are being slaughtered every month. That really tugs at your heartstrings. That's Persuasion. This is like a Go Green environmentalist ad. And then on the next one, page 475, you can look at another persuasive ad. In today's society, again, I'll whip out my $100 bill. This is from my water company, and my water company is trying to persuade me to join their rewards club. They want to persuade me to join this club so I will what? Save money. And this $100 bill is a good draw-in, okay? Another way society loves to persuade you is through credit card ads. Look at these awesome, great, sleek, relaxing credit cards. The credit card company is trying to join their company and get a really high interest rate, right? Just kidding. They're trying to persuade you with this ad. Look at this credit card. It promotes relaxation, tropical breezes, clear blue water, probably margaritas on the beach. They want you to apply for this credit card so you can spend it on a luxury cruise. I'm going to maybe go back to the textbook. This credit card is nice and shiny. It's bright. It has citrus on it. It makes you feel great and happy and boisterous about spending money. And the visual here is what the company wants to draw you into. Another thing that I just showed you, here's my American Express sleek card. Who wouldn't want that in their wallet? Again, the company is trying to persuade you. And if you see that little plane, you can add or generate airplane miles. So that's another perk. Here's a astrology lovers credit card. Hey, if you join our company, we can get you a personalized credit card with your sign on it. So this is a Leo card. And again, here's some MVP perks. So what you want to do when you write is you want to argue, support your points, add your thoughts and opinions, and persuade your reader to join your side. You want to be professional and you want to be appropriate. You don't want to be harsh, you don't want to be rude, and you don't want to be mean. And that's when the fallacies come into play. So I need you to look up some of those common fallacies. Other than that, keep working on your argument. Keep working on your rough draft. And again, it's not a report, it's an argument. Check out, again, chapter 15 in your text and argue. You guys have a great day.